Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
It's called stochastic terrorism. The term sounds complicated, but the meaning is simple. Stochastic means random, unpredictable, but statistically inevitable. Terrorism here means the use of fear and violence for political gain. Put together, it describes a process where leaders, parties, or the press use words, not bullets, to inspire violence. They demonize their opponents, calling them monsters, traitors, or worse. They never say pull the trigger. Instead, they create the environment where someone else eventually will. That is the essence of stochastic terrorism. The pattern is always the same. 1. Inflammatory language is broadcast into the culture. 2. Plausible deniability shields the speaker. I never told anyone to commit violence. 3. Radicalized or unstable individual acts. 4. The cycle repeats. The responsibility is avoided. This is not accidental. This is willful and deliberate. They know exactly what they are doing, and history proves it. Nazi Germany, Joseph Goebbels' propaganda machine labeled Jews as subhuman and vermin. The German people were told these neighbors were a threat to society itself. Violence became inevitable, and millions looked the other way. Rwanda, 1994. The radio station RTLM called the Tutsi minority cockroaches. That language primed the minds of ordinary citizens to carry out one of the fastest genocides in history. Do you see the pattern? The language comes first, the violence follows. Today in America, a domestic terrorism movement grows, not in the shadows, but in broad daylight. When the left calls their political opponents Nazis, evil, or enemies of the people, their objective is clear: dehumanize them, justify their removal, and silence them through fear. My lifelong question has always been, how could the German people look the other way as the Nazis carried out the final solution? Now you are seeing the answer in real time, in the sickening spectacle of people cheering the assassination of Charlie Kirk. The Democrat Party has a responsibility. The press has a responsibility, and so do the universities, which have poisoned impressionable minds with hatred, intolerance, and a warped view of history. Together they have manufactured the conditions for violence. They must face that responsibility. They must accept culpability, because when you light the fuse, you cannot act surprised when the explosion comes. My friends, we are all anonymous, and today we are Charlie Kirk. They fear us not because we are violent, but because we see through their lies.
We have a Timo Hitler in the White House right now.
I just want to say that I have never promoted violence